All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of A Word with the Wise on this beautiful cloudy evening. Shout out Texas for bipolar weather. At least we're not sweating our balls off. Today we got my good buddy Ant Kaso. Say what's up. Let the people know
What up?
A little bit about yourself and what's up.
I'm Ant, born and raised in Austin. Make music on the side, do tattoos, jewelry.
Do tattoos?
Yes,
You
sir.
do tattoos?
Yes, sir.
Since when?
Since like 6 months ago.
6 months ago? Okay, shit. I'm gonna hit you up there.
Okay. Well, we learning.
Yeah.
We getting there.
So
we getting there.
Tattoo, music. What else you do?
Just anything with art. I like to go do. I wouldn't say graffiti, but some graffiti.
A little bit of graffiti, not really. If
Not
the cops
really.
are watching this, yeah.
Maybe on some paper, like
Yeah?
some
Okay.
paper.
So I guess I'd get it started. Like, when was like your first time really realizing like I like music and like I think I want to do this?
I would say probably when I was about 15, 16.
Yeah.
I was in high school. I was always listening to very different types of music.
Yeah.
Genres were always like changing everything. And then I was like, went through a lot of things, had my first heartbreak.
That'll do it. That'll fucking do it.
I was like, damn, what's the one way I know how to get everything off my chest?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like talking to people like that.
Yeah.
But like, I know how to sing. I know how to make music.
Yeah. You said, would you say you're not like as vulnerable when it comes to sharing your emotions?
Well, I would say I'm very vulnerable.
Okay.
I would say I'm not good at it.
But you're vulnerable, but you're not good at communicating it, you think?
Yeah, I would say I'm not good at communicating it. So like I put all my emotions into my music as like that's the way to communicate and connect with others that I feel.
I went through a similar thing. Like sometimes like you just feel so heartbroken or you just feel so many emotions and like you're not really like trying to talk to somebody about it. You just want to like get it out. You just want to like whatever it may be. So like you can cry or you can sing, whatever, but like whenever you put it into a form of a song, it just feels so therapeutic and like I think that's something that a lot of artists can relate to. Like it's just
for sure.
You put it out, you put it in there, and then like afterwards, like when you're not so sad anymore, you're like, wow, like it's out of me or it feels good now. Like
right. And I know I made something. I made something that I created with just me.
Yeah. So did you like what was the type of like musical influences you had when you were kind of growing up or when you were realizing like I want to
I would say growing up I listened to a lot of like Iron Maiden.
Really? Okay.
Like Dazed and Confused. Like
Dazed
a lot
Confused?
of like Journey, Queen.
Okay.
All of it.
Rock
like,
vibes, yeah.
Like my dad's from the 60s, so a lot of old music growing up. But then whenever I got my own taste, I would say like Post Malone, Lil Peep.
Lil Peep? Okay.
Like
yeah, you are an E-boy, I forgot, yeah.
I'm like, hi, I'm there. I'm like, we get there every once in a while. And then I would say like Alden, which is like a new up and coming artist.
What
basically.
Is it?
Alden.
Alden? Like ALDON?
Like ALDN.
Oh, okay. Alden.
What is that? He makes like hyper pop music.
Hyper pop, okay. I've heard about that genre, yeah. I'm a fan. I mean, I haven't made a hyper pop song, but I mean, that's why I say like I gotta produce something for you and kind of like because it'll take me out of my zone a little bit, you know.
Sure.
Used to just making like boom bap or hip hop or like.
I'm on like some like Blade or like some Young Lean type vibes.
Young Lean, yeah, okay, that's some good shit right there. I like that.
I'm on that sad boy type shit.
Yeah, sad boy, but kind of like turned sad boy, kind of like hard shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, what's something like you realize that the music was for you, I guess. Like, I know that sounds like a redundant question, but like, you know, was it because you could express yourself through it, or was it kind of like you loved music growing up and you wanted to like make it?
I would say a little bit of both, but more probably on the expressing myself.
Yeah.
Kind of coping with things and like using that as like my therapy. And like, I think like a lot of artists, we just want someone to listen to us. We want to feel heard.
Want to feel heard, yeah. Would you say that like music was kind of an escape for you or a way to kind of like...
for sure. I would say easiest escape was always make music, no matter what. Even till this day. Like,
yeah. So what has something been and like while you've been making music, like what was like a challenge that you kind of had that you didn't really expect to happen and like...
I would say marketing and networking. It's a lot harder than it's like made out to be.
No, seriously, like people would be like, yeah, you just got to get out there, or you just got to do this and blah blah blah. But like, I don't know. I think life is so complicated, and like we're all doing so many things. And like, I was like talking to like a couple of our coworkers, like Sibo and somebody else, and Amir, like, bro, like, you just gotta push it out on TikTok or Instagram, all this stuff. And like, I'm at the point where I'm like, I just want to focus on making music, and I want somebody else to like be my manager for that.
Right.
Like, hey, can you make this content? Can you do this? Because like, at the end of the day, like, whenever we're independent artists like us, like, we're not signed, like, we're doing everything ourselves. Like,
right.
Like
and there's only so much you can do with social media with nothing backing it.
Exactly, yeah. And it just starts to feel like, I told them I felt attached to, like, if I made some content and put it on Instagram or whatever, and like that, for some reason that day it only got 5 likes, I'm like I thought I made something kind of good that day, and then like
right.
it just feels like, ah, man, like I don't want to keep posting myself if nobody's there, you know what I mean?
Right.
But like, you know, they say the name of the game is to keep posting and whatever, but like, I don't know about you, but that's hard. Like, I just don't want to do that when I feel
it. I like to think that I want to post more content than consuming content.
Yeah, no, that's a seriously big thing, because like, at the end of the day, we can consume so much, but it's just kind of like I get tired of being on this side. I want to be on the other side.
Right. I like to take influence from certain things of how people market and network their music through social media, and I'll take a few things and try to make it my own.
100%. I think that's one thing I've been learning a lot, is kind of like, not in collaboration, but just in the idea of networking, of like just meeting more like-minded people, because not everybody makes music, nor do they like are consistent with it, or are they like actively like kind of chasing it. So like, just trying to stay surrounded by people who are chasing the same dream or have the same mindset, because at the end of the day, we're all trying to do the same thing. Like, so there's a lot to learn from each other, a lot of different ways that we can help each other, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
For sure. It's all about surrounding yourself with the environment and people you want with
Literally.
you.
It's like that. There was a saying that I saw, and it just makes sense. It's like, a shark will grow to its environment. So like, you can put a shark into like a small fish bowl, a baby one, and it won't grow any bigger than that. So it's like, put that thing in the ocean, it'll, fucking 20 feet long, whatever. Yeah.
A fly will only fly as high as the ceiling goes.
Exactly. I think it also goes with like, you ever hear that thing where people say you're gonna become like your 5 closest friends, you're gonna end up being like them. And so like, I kind of just wanted to be more surrounded by other artists and creators and just creatives, because like, this whole interview series is meant for people who express themselves, whether it's like dancing, pottery, arts, whatever. It's just like, we're all connected in a way of expression, right? So like, as long as you can keep that around you, and then you can never be in that fishbowl, right? You know what I'm saying? So
I feel that. Yeah. I think it's all about the journey.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, all along that journey, we'll probably lose a lot of friends.
No,
there's a reason all luxury cars come with 2 seats and a bus has 30.
That is true. I feel like the route that we take, it's not a normal route, you know? We're trying to chase our dreams, or we're trying to like create something for ourselves, where the dream they try to sell you is like, hey, go work that job in that office building, and maybe one day after like 20 years you'll become the VP or whatever. It's like, it's
society's dream.
Yeah, it's like, who wants to do that? Like, I don't know. I think people who are like us and artistically inclined, like, we're just cut from a different cloth. Like, I'm not gonna settle for a dumb dream that was told to me by somebody else to tell me. You know, like, that's the whole thing. People want you to do that so you can fit into society. Like, nah, bro. Like, what more do we have than our own selves to chase our dream? Like, literally.
Right. For sure. For sure.
So, I know you're still kind of like a newer artist in a way, like kind of still kind of putting out stuff and creating your sound and stuff. But along your journey so far, what is some advice you would give to somebody who is just like somebody in high school talking about, I think I want to make music. So what's some advice you would give to that little guy? Or maybe speak on your past self. Like, what are some things you could
say if I could go tell myself whenever I first started making music, the 1 or 2 things I would tell myself is go for it and consistently do it.
Consistently do it. That's the recurring theme that a lot of people are saying. It's like,
it's all about consistency. You can't quit and then just give up for however long you feel like giving up, and then jump back into it.
And I get it. A lot of people, like a lot of my friends, are having children, but they want to still make their dreams happen, and it's really hard, because you have to spend up your time and money on different things. But hey, it's as every toxic woman will ever say, if you want to make time for it, you will make time for it, no matter what. You could be working fucking 20-hour days, sleep for 4 hours, but maybe that next day you'll find 5 minutes to listen to a beat or instrumental and write a little bit. 5 minutes is better than no minutes. You know
the rule of 100 states, if you spent 100 hours in an entire year working on one skill, that's 18 minutes a day.
Yeah.
You'd be better than 95% of people on that same skill set.
Yeah, literally. So
and it's all about the consistency of just doing it every single
and then
day.
just going for it, right? So like,
just go for it.
Not being afraid of
Don't
what
be
other people
afraid of
think.
it. Don't be afraid. Don't care what people think, because it's just gonna hold you back even more.
It is, yeah.
Because as soon as you let people judge you, you're gonna judge yourself as well.
Yep, 100%.
And I don't think it's right for anyone to be able to do that.
Don't get us wrong. Like, it's so common for everybody to be like, oh, like, I hope this sounds all right, or hey, can you listen to this? Tell me what you think. But it's just a fine line between knowing your worth and knowing yourself, and then hearing somebody else's opinion about something who may not even know nothing about music, right? So it's like, just listen to yourself, trust yourself. Yeah, I agree. If I could go back and tell myself, literally would be consistency and just, I guess, talking to the right people and maintaining the friendships that are more important when it comes to following the same path, right? Like, I think a lot of times we get busy, like, you know, drinking, having fun or whatever, and we put things on the shelf like, oh, I was supposed to make music that day, or I was supposed to do something, blah, blah, blah. But then we end up don't, and then we end up like in a cycle that we can't escape out of.
Procrastination. Procrastination is the killer.
I was that guy in high school. Yeah, I wouldn't do shit till last day or last 2 days.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I think it's just about, are you willing to get out of it?
Yeah. It's like, when have you had enough, bro? Like, are you going to live that same life forever, or are you going to flip that switch and then decide to go after it a little bit harder? Like, just, you owe it to yourself, you know what I mean? I tell people that all the time, like, that's all you have. That's it. You know what I mean? When you die at the end of the day, like, if you could look back at what would you be proud of? You chased dreams, or you got a degree in something you didn't want to do and ended up making a career in fucking, I don't know, architecture when you really wanted to be a dancer? Like, I don't know. It's complicated.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, gotta make the ancestors proud. Yeah. They went through all the suffering and wars and battles that they had to fight for me to be here, and I don't want to let them do all that work and put all that work in for me to throw my life away and be nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But another question I wanted to ask you is, like, so what's it kind of look like whenever you have an idea for a song or a lyric, and then how does that look once it finishes up?
I would say a lot of it comes from freestyling. Yeah. And I just freestyle like a whole song, or I'll mumble like the melody that I want it to be. Mm-hmm. And then usually I'll only write lyrics once I find something in the freestyle that I like, that fits. And then I'll start to build the song based off that. So like it could be in the middle of the song on like verse 2. Yeah. And I just like it. And then I'll build the entire song around that one verse that I like. And then I'll somehow create the chorus and everything around that.
Yeah. Honestly, like, for me, it's kind of similar to the way, like, I'll try to write out the whole song or something, and then like that chorus isn't hitting or something, and I'm just like, okay, like, let me move like the beginning of a verse in to make it a chorus, and I'm like, or a hook. I'm like, oh shit, this actually goes harder. So then the whole song ends up changing off that one adjustment because it just sounds better. Yeah,
right.
Literally.
Sure.
Yeah. But who would you say are some of your inspirations in like your today's music, like for you, when it comes to making music? You can say some crazy shit. I mean,
today's music.
Yeah. Or, I mean, if there's nothing in today's music that inspires you, then you don't have to say it.
I would say, like, I don't know, this last Trippie Redd album was pretty good.
That rock one?
Like, no, Love Scars 5.
Love Scars 5?
Like 6, something like that.
Or like was it a Love Letter to You 3?
Nah, it's a Love Letter to You, like 5.
No, dude, he's on 3. Now. No, wait, he's on 5?
Swear, I'll pull it up right now. Watch it.
Let the people know. Am I that far disconnected? Because I swear to God, it was just like the other day he dropped Love Letter to You 3.
I could be wrong too, but nah, see a Love Letter to You 5. See this. A Love Letter to You 5.
What? Oh, okay, then it was a Love Letter to You 4 that I last heard. Damn.
But this one, honestly, like,
so
I would say right now, probably one of the best albums out there.
Really? Trippie Redd? Okay.
I would say I would take inspiration in, like, music I want to start to make now and, like, expand the horizons of the music I do make. Is like, make something like that album.
Yeah.
Because that album, as Kid Leroy, Corbin.
They're killing it,
Like, they're taking it over.
Damn, yeah. Is there any other artists right now that kind of piquing your interest that you kind of like their sound and style?
I would say, obviously, always Post Malone. Just because, like...
He's so authentically himself.
He's an
everybody
Austinite,
loves him.
too. Like, he's from here.
He just loves his shit,
And then I would say last one, like, Young Thug is...
Yeah. He's been a pioneer of fucking trap music forever.
And
he's
still around.
Yeah.
He's
fucking
still
Free
making
Slime,
a name.
goddamn. I can't believe... I don't know how long they're locked up for, but...
Shit.
Free Slime indeed.
Free Slime.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking... Hey, did you see that Tory Lanez? You know how he got that incident?
He got like
10
years.
He got 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, that's a decade.
Damn.
That's a decade. For grazing her foot. I don't think she even got surgery or nothing. Like, I think...
Damn, that is crazy.
I think that just goes to show you, like... I don't know, man. People... One minor thing as an artist, and they'll try to label it on you forever. Like, you in 10 years, let's say, like, your music takes off, whatever, and then, like, they look back 5 years before, you said, like, some fucked up shit or something, and then now they're like, because, like, think about what the baby, how he's, like, homophobic or something, and then now he's non-existent, you know? So I don't
know, I still feel like I've heard of him releasing some shit. I've been seeing him pop up on my feed every once in a while,
but he's not.
I would say it's how well you can handle it. Is if you really believe that you're gonna full out get canceled, you'll pull it off in your mind that you will get fully just off and canceled.
Yeah. Well, it's out of his control too, though. Like,
I don't think I could get canceled because I don't think I'd give a fuck about it if I did.
Well, you might not give a fuck, but then nobody would listen to your music, and then you couldn't make money off it.
I think there's people that will always.
That
truly like you and love you, they'll always love and like whatever you put out,
regardless
That's a good point, of what it is. And I think that everyone in this world makes mistakes, and we could technically judge everyone for what they've done in the past.
That is true. I've done some fucked up shit.
All right, I'll give you 5 more minutes so I can go get a shot before I come in.
All right, we're locked in. So, what do you think that you'd like to, I guess, accomplish for yourself, like, in the future as you make music? Like, what's kind of like your purpose in it all?
I would say the purpose behind it and the intent behind it would just to get everything off of my chest, to be able to cope and learn how to deal with everything as time and life goes. And be able to just make the music that I love and have a passion for making. And if it gives me all the money in the world and
so be it.
Whatever, then it is what it is. But I just want the wisdom from it. I want the wisdom from life.
Because like you said earlier, it's the journey about it, right? Like, so many people are quick to want to see the results after something, or like they want to be an overnight success, but like it's never like
Nothing's
that unless
overnight.
you got a label back behind you and they're throwing $100,000 at you.
I would still say it's not overnight. Is you got to work and work and work.
You really do, And I think it's a part of the journey that what makes us as an artist is like, you see people who develop over time from their first album to what it is now. It's like you've expressed yourself in that time period. Oh, like Ant back in 2016 compared to Ant to 2023. Like you're basically in a whole new body. You're in like even literally body, because they say you like your cells die every 7 years and they're born again or something.
Yeah,
so you're quite literally a
reborn
different person.
You're
not the same dude, right? So that journey overall is like
you go through all the trauma experiences in life, and it shapes you out to be what you're gonna be. Is you can determine whether you're gonna be great or whether you're gonna be like no one.
Right. I was about to say, I think for me, like the part of the journey is kind of like the expressing yourself and all the things, like you said, like learning through your trauma and like I guess your ups and your downs, because you're never gonna be always happy or you're never gonna be always sad. And like I think there's a lot of like, for me, it feels good to find peace in being able to put myself into the music and like just kind of let it be its own thing and like not worry about who is Brian trying to be or what is he trying to sound like. Well, no, like that's just what I am right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that's what I really like about that process. But like you said, you only give me 5 more minutes. This man's a busy, hardworking man. We've got 2 minutes 30 seconds on the clock. But before we close out, what's something I guess you would want to see yourself accomplish for you, and then I won't say near future, like just down along the line as you continue to make music. What do you want for yourself?
I want this.
Do you want to be performing shows? Do you want to be?
I'd like to be performing shows. I
Yeah.
really am starting to work right now on building an empire instead of just a
one-hit wonder or whatever. Yeah.
Like a one-talent man.
Yeah.
Like I want to have the jack of all trades, basically.
Yeah, you're doing it right, bro. A lot of artists try to like rush through things or do it too fast, but like
I'd say in the near future, I want this jewelry business to get its
you have a jewelry
website.
business? You didn't say that earlier.
Make music on the side, do tattoos, jewelry,
Dude,
just in general.
Wait, that fucking blue and white thing that you wear, do you make that?
Yeah.
Dude, please make me something. I'll pay you.
I got hella bracelets, like.
Dude, yes, bro. Come on. Show the camera. Come on now.
Yes,
We're gonna get a close up of that one, yeah. That's what we sick. Hell yeah, bro.
We be getting there. I'm gonna try and make
get a website. Yeah,
and get that rolling.
Dude,
and then
I'm gonna be a loyal customer,
shit
bro.
I've been learning.
Yeah. Dude, fuck yeah. Tattoo, jewelry, music, Ant Kaso.
Yes, sir.
The man of jack of all trades.
Artist in the gym.
You know, it's funny you said that because I wanted my first album to be called Jack of All Trades because I wanted to do like different genres of music. That's tucked away in the past. Maybe you guys will see that one of these days. But either way, thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the expedited version of A Word with the Wise because this is a hardworking man. He's going to work in literally in 7 minutes.
Yes,
and
sir.
He's trying to get a little liquor in his system before he works and slaves away.
Unless
for
anyone
8
that we
hours.
work with is watching this, I did not get any liquor.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't drink at all.
He actually
No
doesn't
one
drink.
drinks.
Surprisingly not. He's just like that himself. It is true. I've seen him while he sleeps, and when he wakes up, he does not drink an ounce of liquor.
Never.
Closest thing he gets is mouthwash, ladies and
I'm
gentlemen.
just a crazy cat, you know?
Yep. Hey, you heard it here first. Live from 77 Rooftop. It's your boy Be The Wiser on A Word with the Wise.
Yes, sir. Ant Kaso.
Ant Kaso. Tune in to see all this new stuff coming in. Appreciate y'all for vibing with us. We'll catch you guys next time. If only you guys were cool as us.
Yes, sir.
Boop, 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 boop.